already messed up.
Alright.
Hello and welcome to the Numbering Company show, where each and every week we explore one film, chat with one guest, and hear from one sponsor. My name is Mitchell Lyon.
I'm Anniece Friesen.
And I'm Danny Newell.
And in the barn we have Smith's Cloud. This week's guest is, as you heard, Danny Newell from Lincoln, Nebraska. Welcome, Danny.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Later we'll hear about Sneak Attack. But first we're going to talk about our film for the week, which is Star Trek First Contact. And at the end of our conversation we'll give away our special heart rating.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't want to miss that.
Locutus. In his soul, he can feel them. They must travel to the past.
April 4th, 2063.
To save our future.
You're all astronauts on some kind of Star Trek.
If you were any other man, I would kill you where you stand.
Star Trek First Contact.
So I'm partial to Star Trek The Next Generation. Quite. As a child, I just dressed as Data all the time.
Every day.
Every day. That was most likely Halloween. I'm gonna go with that. You guys have any Next Generation costumes?
No.
I grew up a Star Wars kid. So,
Understandable.
Me
other
too.
side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Can those two, do you ever see them liking both? It just seems to be one or the other. I'm a Trekkie, can't get on board with that side.
I don't know.
I've never
maybe
seen-
there's just a lot to take in on both sides.
They're really a lot of backstory, a lot of history.
I believe I speak for everyone here, sir, when I say, to hell with our orders.
Data was always my favorite character. And I love this moment in the film because he wouldn't have said this early on in the series without the emotion chip.
There's the part in the movie when he's walking down the hallway and he says he's scared, and how quickly Picard was like, "You can turn that off now."
Right, with a little flick of the neck.
Report! Main power's offline. We've lost shields. Our weapons are gone.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Worf is always a favorite of mine.
He's my favorite. If Data has no emotion, his emotion is definitely anger, and all the way through.
Also in this scene we have a special appearance there of Adam Scott,
Ben Wyatt.
Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec.
I think they could make a whole show where that guy is Worf's subordinate, and it would be a comedy show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
What would that be like to have Worf as the captain? He'd probably look at the camera a lot and roll his eyes.
Can you do a little segue music that would always come up when someone...
I don't know, like... Oh, Worf.
Oh, Worf. That's basically, I'm sure that would happen.
What was I saying?
Troy acting drunk in this scene.
That was tough for me.
Yeah. I feel like, so Simon Pegg from The World's End talked about like when acting drunk, I think he has like 6 levels, or is it 12? No, 12 levels of being drunk, and you can just like shout a number at him and he'll just be in that.
Okay.
Nice.
So someone told her a 6?
No, I don't think she had these levels.
Okay.
I don't think she was like a pure, but here I feel like she had like the little like wobble head kind of.
I'm surprised the hiccup wasn't coming out.
Right. Because it's all subtlety, evidently,
Right.
Yeah.
when acting drunk, and so there's a lot of, several moments in this movie that suffered from a lack of subtlety, probably. And then James Cromwell playing Cochrane. I love the movie Babe. And so when I saw him dancing in this film, I said, well, he danced in Babe, too.
And he actually said that Cochrane was actually most like his personality, so which is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So he's a drunk dancer.
Right.
In real life.
And I've always preferred thinking of Cromwell as the person in Bait.
Right.
So when I saw him in this...
Yeah. Makes a lot more sense.
Is that why you had a little hard time, more of a hard time with the performance?
I think so, yeah. I wasn't super keen on Cochran. But I would rather see That'll Do Pig.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
In the subtle sense than, the jovial, drunk Cochran.
You'll kill me? Like you killed Ensign Lynch?
There was no way to save him.
You didn't even try. Where was your involved sensibility then?
I don't have time for this.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your little quest. Captain Ahab has to go hunt his whale.
What?
You do have books in the 24th century.
This is not about revenge.
Liar!
This is about saving the future of humanity!
Jean-Luc, blow up the damn ship!
No! No!
You're tearing me apart. Okay, so this scene. I love how she's quoting Moby Dick.
Yes.
All right? Or referencing Moby Dick. And then he quotes it, and then she goes, actually, I've never read it.
Yeah. Seeing Picard being challenged, especially the moment when he gives the order that they're not going to blow up the ship.
Right.
And he leaves the bridge. And in the show, I mean, no one ever follows him into his quarters. That's or into his office or whatever. I mean, that's it for you if you do that. And so what's so, I think, interesting and refreshing about this film with Lily's character is she doesn't have any of these rules. She's basically an equal as far as she's concerned.
Yeah.
So she storms right in there. And I'm, watching this and I haven't seen this for a long time and my stomach drops a little bit. I'm like, you don't walk in
the captain's
after Picard. Yeah, you don't do that.
And then tying back to Lily's character, Alfie Woodard, she had never seen Next Generation before. So when she's walking down that hallway and she turns and sees the Borg, she's actually really scared because she had never seen the costume before.
Sure.
So that's an actual reaction to it, which is nice. And I think it's hilarious that she's never seen Next Generation either. So she's taking this part, not knowing anything about it. Yeah.
She really can lean into the part with being, I don't know.
Yeah.
Why should I respect any of you? I've never seen your portrayals. Yeah. It does. I didn't know that. That's great.
Bullshit!
So each week, the film we watch, we give a special heart rating. I pretty much only like movies.
Okay.
I don't have... if I've watched a film, I watched a movie. I mean, someone made this movie and it got off the ground and it's amazing. Now, I understand there are bad executions. I'm not saying there aren't, but...
It still took effort, time, money.
The movies that we're probably interacting with, I don't have a scale for these to go below like. So there's two choices, like or love.
Easy.
I'm going to go with love on this one. I can't leave my Next Generation behind. I love it.
Hot damn.
I'm also going to go with a love. I am a Trekkie through and through, so a love will definitely be on my part.
I was comparing this movie to the newer ones, because the newer ones I've seen. I haven't seen any of the older stuff. And I was really impressed with special effects. And it wasn't as cheesy as I was expecting it to be. So I think I'm going to say love too.
All right.
Nice. I wasn't expecting that.
And I loved it.
Here we go.
This Star Trek First Contact gets a 40.
Hot damn.
There we go.
Good stuff. Before we go on, I wanted to also thank our audience member, Dave, for being here. Have you seen Star Trek First Contact?
I haven't.
No?
I have not. I'm used to the William Shatner original series on TV, and I like that real well, so when the new ones came, I still like the old ones.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
okay.
My personal favorite is the original.
Yeah.
Shatner is a stone cold fox.
And now we were going to hear a word from our sponsor for the week. I'm going to get these guys out of here. Our sponsor for the week is Foonting. For humans. Or Foonting for humans.
Foonting. Foonting. Foonting.
All right.
Foonting. They were very excited to be in episode 1. They wanted to get right on board, and
I like it.
They sent us some of their Purple Earth flavor.
Cheers.
Tasty.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'll probably drink the rest. Foonting, you should go check out their website, foonting.com. Danny, for being on the show today, I want to thank you by sending you home with a Foonting t-shirt.
Awesome.
And a pair of Foonting socks.
Perfect.
How can you say no to that?
I can't.
And I think, just one more plug for Foonting, I think you can get it like a Kool-Aid packet.
All right.
In your local grocer. So, go get some Foonting. So Danny Newell.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell us about Sneak Attack.
All right. Well, Sneak Attack is, we call it an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We've been doing it for a little over 3 years now.
Okay.
Like a week ago, I think we eclipsed the 4 million download mark. So it's been crazy. No one ever expected it to blow up like it has. But I attribute all that credit to our fans. We've got the best fans, a very loyal fan base. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, that's interesting because I went on your site and found there's people send in fan art, which is crazy to me.
It's insane.
This is awesome.
It's insane. There's some very talented artists that like create comics and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think then I found your character. I think these are all you, Akio.
Yes. Yep.
From different artists.
That looks great.
It sounds like what you have coming up next, to connect it a little bit to Star Trek.
Yes.
Is a new actual play season.
In Volume 2, we're taking it to outer space. And all I can say is it's going to be probably a little Blade Runner themed.
Okay.
But futuristic. It's going to be super fun. And we hope to start recording like around January.
Nice.
Well, I'll link these below, but we have the Sneak... Is it sneakpodcast.com?
Yes. So our website, sneakpodcast.com. And then a huge way our fans interact with us is through our Patreon. We have a Patreon account where people have been super generous and donated money to help support the podcast and help us keep going. And then through that, we do different things. We do like a monthly live stream with fans. There's another podcast on there that Reed and Josh do together. I just started filming last week a cooking show. So one of my characters, Akio in Volume 1, is like this traveling noodle chef.
Right, yeah.
So
nice.
For one of the Patreon goals, one of the cast members was like, "Oh, it'd be super funny if you did a cooking show."
Nice.
And the fans went crazy. They're like, "This needs to happen." So I agreed to do it. So we shot the first episode like 2 weeks ago. And I'm working on editing that. It'll come out probably in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Sweet. That about does it for us. We're next week. Our show will come out every Wednesday. And next week's show, we're going to have Joe Horacek from Little Mountain Print Shop. And we'll be watching the film, Joe versus the Volcano, and talking about that.
And I love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of my favorites. And he was actually up for the role of Cochrane in the Star Trek movie.
No way.
He's an avid fan, but he was directing and filming in That Thing You Do in 1996. So that took precedence over Star Trek.
That would have changed the whole flavor.
Can you imagine that?
It would have, yeah.
Would we have Playtone as a label? I know Playtone's like
Yeah,
hangs
probably
as a
not.
label.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he made the right choice.
I think so,
It's hard
too.
for me to imagine him as Cochrane.
Yeah.
And you people, you're all astronauts on some kind of Star Trek.
Well, thank you for joining us on episode 1 of the Numbering Company show. We did it.
Did it.
Hope you'll join us next week, and see you later.
Bye.
Gonna have some more funky. Sorry, Dave, I didn't have another glass for the thing.
It's all right. Just about